Now that shit was a speech. That was a speech. It was a good speech. I like that speech. What is going on, everyone? My name is Flip, and man, oh man, it feels good to be back. Uh, the plan is to upload this one as a single video. No backup from anything. But in case it doesn't, I'm just gonna make a quick thing. I'm not making it quick at all. Okay, let's head right into chapter 1172. Crazy that we're here at all. Crazy. I started this in 1104, I believe. I think that's when I started making chapter reactions. Crazy shit. Regardless, chapter 1172, the Elbaf that I dreamed of. And so we see a chapter reader request, cover request, swans helping themselves to Bon Clay's makeup by Pizza Maru. And so we see Bon Clay painting his face. Very cute. I hate the OneDrive. It's making sounds. Give me a second. Desktop audio. It's gone. No more sounds anymore. Okay. Continue. And so we head into the chapter. We see a giant tree, obviously the tree from Elbaf, and we see one of the little lifts that exist in the red line, but it's in Elbaf instead, and it's for giants. And so we see Gaban say, on foes number 3, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. So we hear the gears. Squeak, squeak, squeak. It's almost like it hasn't been oiled in years. Maybe it's because of the cold. Like, it would make a lot of sense if, apart from it being, like, rusty and stuff, and needing oil, it's also, like, frozen. I wonder, like, what the logistics are with that kind of thing. The chains. Regardless. 10 giant children. They mean to take the children to the Holy Land and use them as hostages. So we see a little chopper. His antlers have gone, like, significantly long. Which is interesting because now I know a lot about antlers. And about these little guys. He looks so good with the lighting and everything. But their antlers grow, and they shed them, and they also change. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Regardless. To coerce the warriors of Elbaf into being their battle slaves. How can a mere trio of humans run rampant over both the giants and Mr. Ya? I'm sorry, I've failed you. Plain and simple. And so, I think Zoro is on Hydodin's shoulder, and Sanji is on, I think his name is Stanson? Right shoulder. And Sanji says, you say children, but these are giants, right? How are 3 humans our size going to carry these giant kids? And so Gaban says, the woman of the trio has a strange power using arrows, and it seems that wherever these arrows point, the children are helpless to resist them. They are walking ceaselessly towards the port in the western village. If they get to the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. The other thing is, like, he's saying to 3 humans, come on. Like, regular humans in this world can't lift giants. I mean, come on. If they get to the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. That's the true end point of the situation. And so we see a little diagram of the kids walking towards the port. And I forget his name. It's the guy that started the arc, the pervert. I'm glad I forgot his name, but I forgot his name. But if that's all, then why can we not simply take back the children? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. Okay? I know him, unfortunately. So that's Gavan talking this time. I know him, unfortunately. A man with the powers of the thorn fruit. As a thorn man, he makes free use of vicious spiky vines. He can make them invisible, too, and has wrapped them around the children. Here's the thing, it's a devil fruit power. Just use Haki. Like, there's no way. I don't get it. And also, Haki, like, turns your body into fucking steel. So, like, That's not even gonna hurt you. Like, what the hell's going on? And has wrapped them around the children. And that means we can't pick them up. How sadistic. Luffy would still pick them up. Like, I mean, come on, come on. I don't remember if it's that it hurts the children instead. Like, if you try to move it, it moves towards them, and so they get hurt. And it's not so much about you getting hurt, but children. Maybe, I don't remember. It's been a long time. Um, and they're as hard as steel. If we interfere with a line of children, they'll bump into each other and harm one another like hedgehogs. Just fucking pull one of them! On top of that, the final member of the trio is most likely manifesting nightmares as real creatures. Most likely. What makes you think that? And so we see a little diagram of like the wolf. I think it's Fenrir, and how he knows that his son is afraid of it, but he also knows his son is asleep. So maybe that's how he figured it out. The children's greatest fears have come to life to prevent any attempt to save them. I don't know. This chapter seems a little bit far fetched, for me. The irony is that maybe I'm just not remembering right, and that's it. Maybe they have talked about all this, but I don't remember it. It seems a little far fetched. The irony is that children are simply walking in a line in broad daylight, but we're unable to do a thing to help them. All due to the game created by three powers working together. Not so. We will save them. Seems quicker to aim for the three causing all the problems. And so, the blonde one, he looks like Duncan from Yuxcast. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Duncan for now. It's like a Duncan Simon fusion. You say they are mortal, but there has to be a way to stop them. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like it. This is annoying. Like trapping them in something, or crushing them, or eating them. Ha ha ha! Yes, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun world, to Niflheim. Oh, yes. So we see the Duncan Simon guy. Whoa! Huh? Boom, and so they finally get to the surface. I wonder, is Luffy still with Loki? No, right? Because now Zoro and Sanji are here. And that's not something I particularly like. Now, hopefully, we can see that Usopp, Nami, Chopper is with these guys, so that's not it. But like Robin, Jinbei, Brook, they're all fighting, and it's made clear that they have been fighting for a while. Police, because we haven't seen what's been going on. We've just been seeing Luffy and Zoro's side of things with the whole flashback thing for the last like 20 or so chapters. So, insane shit. Please have Usopp be doing something. The arc cannot be much longer, and Usopp needs to get an upgrade. Usopp needs to do something. It would be interesting if we see Usopp's nightmare be manifested, and he gets to go against that. That would be cool. I don't think it's gonna happen. It would be cool. I don't know. That's all I need. I need Usopp to do something more than just fangirl. Okay? I get we're in Elbaf, but he needs to become brave when we're here. We're here. Okay. I don't know if Oda gets that. It's beyond anything I imagined. Oh, wait, okay, so we see the dragons, and we see everything is burning. And they see it all. You see the dragon, I think it's called a Jortundur, I think is what it's called. It's not Jormungandr. We know Jormungandr. This is like Jortundur. I don't know. It's beyond anything I imagined. Is there no limit to these nightmare monsters? Look over there. Is that the Great Elric? Dorian Brocky's crew was on board. Oh! And it's burning down. Holy shit! Dude, that ship must be like hundreds of years old. Like hundreds of years old. I would imagine it's as old as Jarul is. Dory and Broggy's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Unthinkable. And so, Oimo. Oimo. I think that's Oimo. I always get them confused. I think this is Oimo. Not the ginger one. Is that Hydrogen? I always confuse them. This is Kashi. Kashi, you're alive. You've been down in the underworld. Tell us what happened. It's hard to believe, but I'll try to explain. Are we getting a mini flashback? Captains Dory and Broggy are going to kill Chief Jarul? I forgot they were Domi Reversied. Oh, it happened so long ago. You have to stop them. Everyone's gone completely mad. What about the children, Kashi? Ripley's got a group chasing after them, but we haven't had any word about success or not. They should have reached the port by now. Oh, and you, Roto. Oh, his name is Rhoda. I forgot about that. What about me? Bjorn's there? I have to go. My brother is one of the hostages. Oh, shit. So we're gonna see this guy step up. I mean, I know he was redeemed, but like, I've hated him for a while. Roto! I'll go with him. Yeah, me too. So the woman and the Duncan Simon guy. I forget their names. It's been so long and we've only known them for a little time. Hey, Kashi. Which way is to the school? Is that Sora or Sanji? Apparently Nami's group is near it. Oh, Sanji. Definitely Sanji. Do you see that fire? That's the school and library burning. Why are they on fire? And so Sora goes, you say that Dory and Broggy have gone mad? That's right. And so Kashi says, please, you must hurry. Chief Jarul's life is in danger. So we see a little map of where everyone is. Apparently, we get a little panel with bubbles pointing towards each place. So school and library. We're gonna go in order, okay? Instead of like looking at this panel correctly, we're gonna go through each part. Okay, so school and library. It's the first one. The Walrus School and Owl Library. And so we see the people like mourning the fact that it's burning down, which it is. We see apparently Saul is somewhere in between that place and the next place, which is by the library, the Straw Hat Crew. Okay, I don't particularly like this. Chopper's still not back. This is Jinbei talking. And Brook got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. Oh, right, because he and like Gunko are like daughters. What? They're taking the children. Get these arrows off of me. So Nami, who is like deep into children, that sounds terrible. You know what I mean. She's like mom. She's like a mom. She is like throwing a tantrum because she wants to protect the kids. And so Usopp is very frustrated and he goes, damn it. I never wanted to see Master Dory and Broggy like that. So the two that are like the most like, I want to get out of this shit are weirdly the weakest of the people here. So now the library is burning. So that's Robin talking, and she is like all covered in thorns. I don't like that these guys are not. They're like restrained. They should be fighting right now. Okay, so this map is weird. So current location: Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, Goldberg, Gerd, Hydrogen, Stanson, Roto, and Gaban. So that's technically the next one. And then there are 3 silhouettes, which I'm guessing are Summers, Killingham, and Gunko. So they are in another X somewhere over here. This is a weird map. This is a really weird map. So the next one is the X where Emu seems to be. Oh wait, that's not Emu. Oh, that's okay. Kill Jarul. So these are Dory and Broggy. Okay. Captains, please stop. You gotta come back to your senses. Under the power of Dummy Reversi, the giant pirate head, of the Western Village. Okay, so we see three other figures walking. This is really weird. I don't know why Oda drew it like this. I mean, I think he thought this was a good idea, like a nice idea. But these guys are heading over to Jarul, which is on the Western Village side, close to Ida's castle. And so, oh yeah, the little three silhouettes, the other three silhouettes are the hostage children. They are saying, "We're gonna be at the port soon, and then don't whine. You're warriors of Elbaf, but we are not warriors. Western Village, over where Jarul is. It's time to flee, Chief Jarul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dory and Captain Bragi right now. No, you should flee, if you wish. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbaf. This man is dying. This man is dead." And the rescue team, which are... Oh, they're the three other silhouettes that I thought were Killingham and the others. Okay. So where's Brook? Is he like the highlight of this chapter? What's going on? Rescue team. What was the name of this chapter? Wait a second. What was the name of the chapter? Because we can get the Elbaf that I dreamed of. Okay. It's Jarul. This is all about Jarul. I can already see it. There's no Brook in this chapter. Okay, rescue team. We're coming for you, kids. Get those monsters out of the way. I don't know why I talked like Steinbrenner from Seinfeld. Click. Oh, transponder snail. And a video transponder snail that I think. Hear me, Elbaf. I wish to tell you everything before I die. Is that Chief Jarul? Our old liege, wise King Harold, wished to bring Elbaf into the world government, so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. And so we see a demon Gunko, which is interesting because it is not Emu, it is Gunko. But on that fateful day, 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Chief Jarul. I witnessed a demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resisted bending the knee and handing over to the demon. He fought and he died. What? I thought Loki killed the king. But if people learned the truth, they would rise up in vengeance and become the warfaring nation that Harold did not desire. So I held my silence. Loki, meanwhile, bore the rage of the nation upon his back and took to the sea. And so people are enraged. Holy shit. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent. What? And so Soros says, a bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of phrase. And so Hayden, fucking bitch, he goes nicer than he deserves. You son of a... I didn't dislike him. I didn't like him. I didn't particularly like him. I was like very like... I didn't care. I never cared for Hayden. He wasn't a character that I was like, oh, I mean, for me it was okay. Up until now, it was okay. It was okay. I don't like him. After this line, I don't like him. Straight up. But today, it seems that though they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power. And so we see a good, basically double page spread of Devil Gunko. Saint Summers is kind of sitting there and killing him in like a horse minotaur kind of like position with a big trident. And thus, 3 demons have come back in an attempt to take over our country. And Summers goes, yawn, I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. Motherfucker, you are failing this mission. Legitimately, I think Summers is one of the characters that I hate the most out of the entirety of One Piece. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will freely give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirits, you are sorely mistaken. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. You think you can rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you are talking to? I am sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. And so Usopp goes, that's right, Jarul! You tell them! The Elbaf that I dreamed of does not bow to anyone! Yo, the voice actor for that better kill it, because that might just be all that we get from Usopp this arc. And so Jarul continues. If the world is destined to be split in two, as the Harley's prophecy suggests, then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Did you think that thorns, reversy, and illusions would cause us to submit to your yoke? Sora goes, I like that, old man. And Hydaden says, 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on this sea. We will never give in to your rule. Am I wrong, all you proud warriors of Elbaf? You're damn right, Chief Jarul. And so Usopp goes, with hearts in his eyes and his tongue sticking out. The Elbaf that I love is back. Fine. Just think of a way to undo these arrows. So Nami is like yelling at him. I'm sure he'll manage to get out of it. Please, Usopp, do something. Protect the peace that Herald envisioned. And so they go, rah! We have cut up. Watch out that they don't trap you between them. And Sora goes, shh. I've got a plan. Chapter 1172, end. Now that shit was a speech. That was a speech. It was a good speech. I like that speech. And I like Usopp's involvement a little. There are a couple things that I want to reiterate. Because this chapter has left me wanting. For one, don't care about the Zoro stuff. If anything, I want him to cut one of them down, and free the others. Legitimately, for me, Elbaf should be an arc where Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy take a backstep, and that has sort of been the case. But the others haven't been doing anything. They need to be freed. They need to be done for. Maybe Nami saying, Usopp, you need to do something about these arrows, is him managing to unlock his haki somehow. Please let that be the case, because I think partly the reason why some of them can't get out is because they lack haki. Specifically Conqueror's haki. I'm noticing now that I'm saying it, the 3 people in the crew that can have haki, Conqueror's haki, like per se, according to everyone else, aren't in this group that are being like grabbed. And I'm not talking about Chopper. Chopper doesn't have any. He's out. He doesn't. I'm sorry, Chopper. I'm sorry, my guy. You do not have Conqueror's haki. I'm sorry. You will never have Conqueror's haki. Get it out of your head. You're not a conqueror. You're a cute little dude. Okay? I don't even know if I did it. You're a cute little dude, and you can stay that way forever. You can be strong, Chopper. You can be strong, but you can't have Conqueror's haki. I'm sorry. Get Rokuchiki or get Armament haki or whatever. You're not getting Conquerors. It's over. It's over, Chopper. I'm sorry. but they should. I think this is the moment. If you're gonna have Usopp get Conquerors, this is as good a moment as any, because I don't see any other moment where he could. Maybe later down the line, but I don't know. Regardless, I think really we shouldn't have to rely on these 3 guys that much. Jinbei is even more powerful than Sanji, in my opinion. Brook is off doing. I mean, he's off doing his own little side quest, main quest for himself. So that's fine. I hope we see that in the next chapter. Maybe if not that, in the next chapter after that. But we need to see that this year easily. Not even this year. In the next month. In the next month, we need to see that shit pay off. I am done with this bullshit. Okay, I am done. We have the flashback arc. I loved the flashback arc. That was one of the best arcs of flashbacks of any anime that I've ever seen. Any flashback ever. That was great. But we need to get back to business, and that business does not include Luffy, Sora, and Sanji. I don't want it. I don't want it. These guys need to power up. Specifically Usopp. They need to. It's done. Chopper, you need to get conquerors. No, I'm kidding. You can't have conquerors. You need to get something, okay? You're with the strongest guys, okay? That doesn't mean you get to like hang back, okay? Something needs to happen. I'm done with this bullshit. It's over. Legitimately. I feel like these are the two things that I need to have happen. And honestly, if you played Othello, or Dummy Reversi, or whatever you want to call it, or Reversi, I'm not sure what people call it these days. It's a game of strategy. And it's a game where you place two pieces. You have a black piece here, and you have all the white pieces over here from other teams. And then you put a black piece here, and all of them in between get turned into black pieces. And the same goes for blacks into whites. So, maybe Dummy Reversi works in that same way, in the same way as in the game, where you make sure that someone that's not converted is on one side, and then on the other side you put another one, and then boom, they all flip again, and they turn, right? That's a good system, and it makes it less about fighting and more so about the mind, right? I don't know. It would be a really interesting narrative device and a way to like change up the fights, if that makes any sense. It's something that I feel like One Piece needs to drop a little of its conventions. The classic 1v1 fight, and it's something we saw in Wano. We had problems in Wano where like there were so many characters that were doing their own fights, and there were so many characters in the crew that needed to have their own fights that adding people to the crew has not been possible. And I hope that we get out of this without Loki on the crew. Okay, he needs to marry Shirahoshi and go on a honeymoon until the end of the series. I don't fucking know. But it's time that the series starts changing things to like tag team battles, runaway battles, chase battles, delay battles. Not so much as like, oh, you're swordsman, I'm swordsman, hapow, I'm gonna beat you over in this area of the battlefield while everyone is fighting over here, and then over here Luffy is fighting Big Mom, and then over here Hyden is fighting Akainu. I don't fucking know. It has to be stopped. I would love fights that are like Zoro is fighting Mihawk, but they're going all around the stage, so at times they're interfering with other people's matches. That's a nice way of like changing up the formula and not keeping it in like the 1v1 kind of stuff. Changing opponents in the middle of fights, like now Usopp is fighting Dofi, but then all of a sudden someone wants to fight Usopp, so now they exchange. You get it? Like, that's what has to happen. I'm done with the 1v1s. For now, I'm done. And I'm glad that that's what happened in Elbaf. We didn't get any 1v1s. We got, and it's something I've been clamoring for since the end of Wano. We need new types of like fights. And I feel like Oda's starting to implement that. And he has a great chance here to use the Domi Reversi in a good way while still keeping Usopp a main part of it, but still not strong. Like, that's a good way. Like, even if you're not going to give him Ragnir, which you should, because Usopp Hammer, even if you're not going to give him anything of importance, you need to give him a central big moment. You don't have to give him Conquerors. You don't have to give him... I mean, you should. You definitely should give him a power-up. But if you're not going to, give him a big moment. That's my biggest disappointment. And I'm also glad because Brooke hasn't gotten anything big in a while. I'm glad that that's also happening, and it's a central piece of his arc because his whole arc so far has been Rumber Pirates Laboon. That's been it. That's been it. There's been no other like add-ons, and the fact that they're adding on to his story is big and it's good, and I love it. But I want to see it. We got a mention like a year ago, and that was it. Crazy. We've been in one. Oh my God, we're in 2026. I mean, we've been in Elbaf since 2024. We're nearing on 2 years, like relatively soon, because I think we started. I think we started Elbaf in like August, July of 2024. So we're technically only like 6 months away, which is wild. Anyways, I think I've talked way too much at this point. So I'm gonna leave all of you guys now. I am sure I'll have a lot of more thoughts by the next time you see me. I've been working a lot, so I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my fucking hardest, okay? So anyway, thank you all so much for coming through, and I will see all of you on the flip side. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.